Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. So today we will be discussing about machining economics. So what we are going to talk in this, so we are going to talk how to increase or maximize the profit. So the basic objective of manufacturing or machining, whatever you say, is to gain profit. Now in machining, how to get profit? So there are how to improve the profit or increase the profit is just by reduction or minimization of production time. If you can reduce the production time, then what will happen? The rate of production will increase. That means earlier you were making 1000 pieces in 1 hour, now you are making 2000 pieces in 1 hour. So production rate has been increased, obviously the profit will increase. The another method is by reduction or minimization of manufacturing cost. So the cost of production, if we can reduce, then it is easy, or you can say we can get more profit. Now to achieve these goals, there are different methods. Okay, so what we can do, we can adopt proper process planning, we can select proper cutting tools, we can select proper machine tools and accessories, and or we can select appropriate machining parameters. Among machining parameters, we know that cutting velocity is one, velocity, then speed, cutting velocity, feed and depth of cut. Then you can select proper machining environment. Here we use cutting fluid. So in this chapter basically we will talk about that. We will not see that proper process planning because it is a management course. Selection of cutting tools and selection of machine tools and accessories earlier we have seen, and application of cutting fluid we have seen. So we will be just focusing on appropriate selection of machining parameters, that means cutting velocity and feed. But we can see that among the machining process parameters, cutting velocity is more significant than the feed rate. Okay, so what we will do, we will be determining optimum cutting velocity. Optimum cutting velocity for what purpose? For minimum manufacturing cost. So at what cutting velocity we can get if we do machining, so that the manufacturing cost is minimum. So we have to determine this optimum cutting. So this is the objective of this chapter, machining economics. Similarly, we will be finding out what is the optimum cutting velocity so that the production rate is maximum, and also we will see that at what cutting velocity we get the maximum profit. So let's start with the minimum cost criteria. So first of all, we will find out that the machining cost, total machining cost, what it includes. So it is denoted by TC, which is equal to CR, L and S, CM, CT, CU and I. So what are these terms? CR is actually cost of raw material. So it's a fixed, you cannot change it. It's a fixed in the sense it does not depend on the process parameters like cutting velocity. Cutting velocity, if you change, is it going to change the raw material cost? No. Similarly, if you are changing the cutting velocity, is it going to change the cost of loading and setting the job on the machine tool? No. It's a prior to the machining. These operations are prior to the machining, so these are not at all dependent on the cutting velocity. only we can see that CM and CT, that is cost of machining and cost of changing the tool when tool life is over. These two costs only depend on cutting velocity, and this is cost of unloading and inspection of the job after completion of the job. So this is also unaffected by the cutting velocity. So now we can what we can do, we can combine, this is constant, this is constant, this one is constant, so we have written it as K1 and then CM and CT. So now we'll see that when the cutting velocity is increased, the time and thus the cost of machining reduces. So cutting velocity, if you are increasing, the obviously the time of machining is reduced, and so the cost of machining is reduced. But the problem is with the tool life. If you are increasing the cutting speed, then what will happen, the tool will fail early. Are you getting? You know the formula we have already discussed, Vt to the power n is equal to constant. So if you are increasing V, this is constant, so T will decrease. Is it clear? So we are sacrificing tool life. That's the problem. So what is to be done, what is happening actually, the tool needs to be changed or regrinded frequently, and this will increase the tool cost. So CM is decreasing but CT is increasing. Sorry. So K1 is constant cost, obviously it will not vary due to the change in velocity. Now we can see a graph. Here we can see this is the K1, which is constant with the cutting velocity, it's not varying at all. Cutting velocity is here denoted by meter per minute. Sometimes it is denoted by meter per second, sometimes it is denoted by millimeter per second or millimeter per minute, but here we are taking it as meter per minute. So you have to be very careful regarding the units. Here we are showing the machining cost, or you can say total cost, any cost. So you can see this is constant with the cutting velocity. The machining cost is decreasing with the increase in cutting velocity, but the tooling cost is increasing. So what is happening, at certain point the total cost will be minimum. Is it clear? If you add this and this, so this will give you this value, that is total cost. So we can see that the total cost of the component is reducing first and then it is increasing. First it is going down and then it is increasing. So obviously we are getting a minimum value at some point. At which point, at which velocity? This velocity is known as, if we can denote, this is V optimum. This is the optimum cutting velocity at which we are getting minimum cost. This is the minimum cost. Clear? So how we will get the minimum total cost? So what we will do, because it is varying with respect to cutting velocity, what is varying? The total cost is varying with respect to cutting velocity. So what we are going to do, we will differentiate total cost with respect to cutting velocity. You know that to minimize or maximize certain quantity with respect to one variable, what we do, we differentiate that quantity with that variable and we equate it to 0. So we get a optimum value at which either you will get minima or maximum. So obviously here you are going to get minimum total cost. Now you can see here it is K1, CM and CT. K1 is constant, it's not going to be affected by VC, so obviously it will be, the derivative of this will be 0. But what about CM and CT? So obviously they are not in the terms of VC. So what we will do, we will convert CM and CT in terms of VC. So this is machining time. Machining time is equal to total machining cost is equal to time of machining into cost of machining per unit time. Simple. So actually this is machining labor charge or whatever charge per minute, how much charge is coming, that is denoted by LM. Okay, and when we if let's suppose 10 minutes machining happen, so total cost of machining is 10 into LM. If 20 minutes machining is happen, then 20 into LM, that is the machining cost. Clear? Now what is TM? TM is machining time. So machining time is L by Fn. So already machining time, calculation of machining time you have studied in machine tools in lathe machine like turning and all. So there is no need of explaining it this one, where L is actually length of the tool travel, F is the feed, and N is the speed in RPM. Now how to calculate N? So N, we know cutting velocity is equal to pi dn by 1000. Why it is 1000? Because the VC is in meter per minute and diameter of the job is in millimeter. So millimeter is converted into meter by dividing with 1000. And N is in RPM, rotation per minute. So obviously this is in minute we require, so there is no need of conversion of N. If it has been second, then what we have to do? We have to divide with 60. Okay, but it is not required right now. Clear? So from here we will find out N is equal to 1000 VC divided by pi d. So we have put N is equal to 1000 VC divided by pi d. So pi d has gone up. So Tm will be equal to pi LD divided by 1000 F VC. Now from here we see that Cm is equal to, you can see here, Cm is equal to Tm into Lm. So Tm is inversely proportional to Vc, so Cm will also be inversely proportional to Vc. So we got in the graph, you can see Cm is inversely proportional to Vc, means if Vc is increasing, Cm is decreasing. Now we will see about the cost of tooling. So cost of tooling is equal to number of tools into Cg. What is that? So cost of tooling means, let's suppose the tooling, or you can say the cutting operation happened for, let's suppose 10 minutes, and you know within that 5 tools are changed. So that is what we are writing. Cost of tooling is number of tools into cost of changing one tool, then it will give you the total cost of tooling. So this is cost of regrinding the tool in 1 minute, cost of regrinding the tool in 1 minute if the tool is regrindable. Clear? So there are two types of tool. One is regrindable, means after grinding also you can use, and some are there which are throwaway type of tip. A tip is attached over the cutting tool. If this is the cutting tool, you will see this is the shank. Here the there will be a tip attached. So this tip, it may be of carbide or diamond or whatever. So this once it fails, then there is no use of it. It has to be thrown away. So if this is that, then cost of one cutting edge is known as is denoted by Cg. And in case of regrindable tool like HSS, which is can be regrinded, so the cost of regrinding we will denote. So if let's suppose there are 10 number of tools are changed, so 10 into Cg, that is the total cost of tool changing. Now this number of tools, how you have got that number of tools? So yeah, see, the tools has fixed time of failure, that is called tool life, we know. So this is denoted by T here, this is T, and if the total time of machining, let's suppose if the total time of machining is 20 minutes and the tool life is 2 minutes, then how many tools? 10. So n is equal to number of tools is equal to 10. Clear? So number of tools here, number of tools is denoted by Tm by T into Cg, and we know Tm value already we have calculated, pi dl by 1000 f Vc into Cg, and this tool life we know Vt to the power n is equal to C. So from here we can write C by Vc to the power 1 by n. Now we found this Vc, because it is here, so it will go up, and this is already in the denominator, this Vc, so it will be Vc to the power 1 by n minus 1. So we have got it. So we are finding that Ct is directly proportional to V to the power 1 by n minus 1. So the curve which we will get will be like this. Now we are ready, because okay, sorry, here it will be Vc. Okay, so now we are ready, because our in this equation Cm is converted in terms of Vc and Ct is converted in terms of Vc. So what we are going to do, we are going to differentiate that total cost with respect to Vc and equating it to 0, we are going to get the optimum. So that differentiation you can do. So we will get V optimum is equal to C. C is that V to the power n is equal to C. So that C into n by 1 minus n Lm by Cg to the power n. Very small equation. So optimum velocity for which one? Minimum cost. The formula is here. So what we require to know? Here we require to know the constants like C, N, Lm. What is Lm? So Lm is the labor cost in machining, per minute. And Cg, what is Cg? We have seen Cg is the cost of regrinding of the tool or cost of changing of the tool. So regrinding or changing, so that comes Cg. So now we got the optimum velocity. Now we can calculate the optimum tool life from this equation, same equation, V to the power n is equal to C. Next one is maximum production rate criteria. So in this, now we want, okay, we have seen already that okay, by minimizing the cost, total cost, we can get the profit. Now we will see that how by at what velocity we get the maximum production. So what we will do, first of all, find out that obviously maximum production rate means minimum time required for machining. So minimum total time, this is also denoted by minimum total time criteria. So first of all, find out total time. Okay, so total time includes loading time, setting time, job is to be loaded on the machine tool. After that, machining will be done, then tool will fail, so the time required to change the tool, and then unloading and inspection. So this is the total time which is invested during machining. So out of this, obviously this loading and setting and this unloading and inspection time are not at all dependent on cutting velocity. Only machining time and tool changing time are dependent on cutting tool velocity. Cutting tool velocity. So what we will be doing, so total time will be denoted by K2 plus Tm by plus T2. Now see, K2 is the time needed for loading and setting plus time needed for unloading and inspection. So if we want to reduce this K2, how we can reduce? So this can be reduced by what? Loading setting. If we can mechanize it, or you can say if we can automatic, we can use any automatic method where the man intervention is very less. In that case, what will happen? The loading and setting time or unloading and inspection time will be reduced. So the method of reducing K2 is by mechanization. Now what we will do, we will differentiate this total time with respect to VC, and we will get the optimum cutting velocity. So first we know Tm, this is Tm already we have calculated, no problem. What is Tt? Tt is tool changing time. So number of tools required during whole machining into time required for changing one tool. So if time required to change one tool is denoted by Tc, and number of tools required, already we have seen this total machining time divided by tool life. So from here, total machining time and tool life, and we got this expression already in the previous equation number 4. So we get this again. So Tt we got, Tm we got. Now what we will do, we will differentiate that. So here again the same curve with respect to cutting velocity, that machining time is reducing, but tool changing time is increasing. So obviously the total time is first reducing and then increasing. So there is a point at which there is a there is minimum time, machining time we get at certain velocity, which is known as optimum cutting velocity. So after differentiating that, we get the optimum velocity, that is C. Again you see here in that in minimum cost criteria, the equation was C into n by 1 minus n. Here it was Lm by Cg. Here by what we are getting, 1 by Tc. What is Tc? Tool changing time per unit or per change, time required to change one tool, that is Tc. Clear? Now obviously then after that we can calculate optimum cutting tool, optimum tool life. Now for having maximum production rate, the cutting velocity should be as maximum as possible. See, if you want maximum production, means what? You require more cutting velocity, but you want less cost. Then in that case you have to reduce the cutting velocity. You know, economic machining matlab you have to reduce the cutting velocity. So in that case we find that at minimum cost, the V optimum which we get is not equal to the V optimum at maximum production rate. ये दोनों इक्वल कभी होता नहीं है, यह हो भी सकता है बट ये होता नहीं है जनरली. तो मिनिमम कॉस्ट के लिए कटिंग वेलोसिटी कम होना चाहिए, लेकिन प्रोडक्शन ज़्यादा चाहिए तो उसके लिए कटिंग वेलोसिटी ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. सो दिस इज़ द मैक्सिमम optimum velocity you can get, and this is the minimum, and in between this is the you can just your machining you should machine in between these two. Let's suppose if you are getting this as 20 meter per minute and this you are getting 25 meter per minute, or let's suppose 30 meter per minute, so you have to be in between 20 to 30. That is the best, you can say, machining cutting velocity to work on. Now the last one is maximum profit criteria. Obviously profit is equal to selling price divided by selling price minus production cost. So obviously selling price is not dependent on cutting velocity, so it will be constant. what about the production cost? So already we have seen minimum cost. So if this is max minimum, then this will be maximum. So simple, the same criteria will be followed. Minimum cost criteria, what we got, the V optimum. So in minimum cost criteria we got the V optimum is equal to C into n by n minus 1 minus n. This is n by 1 minus n into Lm by Cg to the power n. So same thing we will be getting for maximum profit criteria also, V optimum. Little bit change will be there. So that's what we are seeing here in this case, that in case of minimum cost criteria, the V optimum is the minimum value of V optimum, and in case of maximum production rate, this is the maximum, and in between this is for maximum profit, because maximum profit. So you cannot go for minimum cost and maximum production rate, you have to be in between for maximum profit. Clear? So this is in between. Clear? So similarly for the tool life also, it will be reciprocal, means for maximum production rate the tool life will be minimum, and in case of minimum cost the tool life will be maximum. So this is over. Now we will see some of the problems. In one problem we are seeing, in a certain machining operation with a cutting speed VC is given, tool life is given, was observed when the cutting speed was increased. So this is V1 T1, it has been found V2 200 mm, and the tool life is decreased to 20. If you are increasing the cutting velocity from 100 to 200, the tool life is reducing from 90 to 20. Okay, now it is to be found that cutting speed and tool life बताइए किस कब for maximum productivity, means maximum production rate, if the tool change time is given 2 million. Another problem is, in a single point cutting tool made up of HSS has the values of constant C and N. C and N कहाँ से? Vt, you know, Vt to the power n is equal to C. So N and C there is given here. If the tool cost per regrind, this is what Cg value is given 2 rupees, and machine hour rate, what is this machine hour rate? So machine hour rate is actually Lm, labor cost, is 30 rupees. So he is asking for most economical, means minimum cost criteria, cutting the speed find out, and most economical tool life, means at minimum cost tool life. So let's see first question. So it has been given V1 is 100, when the cutting velocity is 100, the tool life has been found 90 minutes. When cutting velocity is 200, tool life has been found 20 minutes. So why we are saying that? It is asked that cutting speed for maximum productivity. What is the formula for cutting speed at maximum productivity? See this one, cutting V optimum for maximum production is C into n by 1 minus n into 1 by Tc to the power n. So we have Tc, that is cost of tool change. You can see, just go there. Oh sorry, tool change time is 2 minutes. So that is denoted by Tc. So it is given. What about C and N? We don't have C and N. How will you will find? So C and N will be calculated from Vt to the power n is equal to C. So we have V1 T1, V2 T2. From here if we equate, then we will get n value, that is this much, and from there we can get C value. Put that into this equation and get the value of V optimum. Clear? From here, now what we will go, we require T optimum, means tool life optimum value of tool life. So we will use V to the power n is equal to C. Here we will put optimum values. So V optimum has been calculated, so T optimum we can calculate. So this is up to you. You solve it and get the values. In second question, it is told, see here, just go there, most economical cutting speed. So cutting speed formula for minimum cost, what is the formula? Do you remember? So the formula is C into 1 n by 1 minus n Lm divided by Cg to the power n. So C and n is given already, there is no problem. Cg has been given, that is, see, grinding, Cg is cost of grinding and machine hour rate is 30 rupees. So just put it here and find out the B optimum, and with the same method find out the T optimum. So there is no problem. If any doubt you have, you can mail me or you can call me. Thank you very much.